say that as South Floridians, we're lucky because we live where others vacation. And now that beachy vibe is also brightening up our home decor.
Hi, my name is Sarah Zohar, and I'm the lead designer and owner of Sarah Z Designs. I love to design through biophilic design. Here in South Florida, I love to incorporate coastal with a touch of glam. It's a passion, and I love what I do.
We have expert advice on how to bring that coastal glam look to your home on today's SoFlo Home Project. Welcome to SoFlo Home Project. I'm Alena Capra. If you're looking to give your home that coastal retreat feel, well then you're in luck. On today's home tour, we'll show you some ways to bring that South Florida beachy glam look to any room in your home. This 2,400 square foot property has 3 bedrooms and 3 bathrooms. It's been completely transformed with a fabulous coastal glam look. Sarah, welcome to SoFlo Home Project.
Thank you, Alena. Thank you for having me again.
So it's great to have you back. We love touring your projects. And this one today is going to be a great tour because I already see colors that we love, this blues that are reminiscent of our water in South Florida and just that whole connection to nature.
So the client comes from New York. Their home in Long Island is beautifully done, but very traditional. So when we met, her vision was to kind of go light, bright, and like carry in the blues. And it was very important to bring in the reflection. And I said, how am I gonna do that? So we decided to go very high gloss on the ceilings.
Oh, I love it. And you kind of got a mix of Venetian plaster there. I love, because that gives like a, I don't know if it's a visual texture. It's not like a tactile texture, but visually you get this kind of great depth.
100%. You get the depth, you get the clarity, and then you get like the reflection, which is kind of like a mirror light.
Yes.
And then we went with the very subtle blues and the whites and the creams just to keep it open.
So Sarah, when you are kind of creating that coastal look, the connection to a little bit of nature, and there we got a little touch of glam with that too. What are some of the key components that you feel like when picking fabrics that kind of elude that coastal feel without getting too coastal, like the coastal modern?
Right. So I love coastal, but it's coastal like Naples and there's coastal Miami,
yes,
which is
actually, that's great that you mentioned that.
Right?
Yes. Yes.
If you look at the rug, it still has a little bit of that traditional, but
yes,
like the sand colors and the blue lines to mimic waves. It was very important for me to not hide the rug, so we went with acrylic and glass tables, which kind of the glass element, the shine, brings in a touch of glam.
Absolutely.
The chenille fabric on the chair, also it's like coming off the beach, like a towel type of terry, you know?
Yes.
And the sofa, like the leather, is like the sand color. But I do always try to throw in a touch of glam. So like in the side tables, you have that touch of gold.
Yes.
But it's very, very like nature-like. You have that feel of like a fault line in the table.
Absolutely.
So I always try to carry through my biophilic design because I think, you know, we're attracted to it visually and just naturally.
Absolutely. Now in the entryway, you did something really cool. It almost mimics waves, the way you created this detail in the drywall and then layered the wall covering and the stone accent.
Right. I wanted to do like a wow factor when you walked in. And then I said, what can I come up with? What's better than waves and bringing in nature? So we drew this out, and it was very, very difficult because I was trying to find a sand-like stone with hints of blues. So we just slit like where it overlaps on the wallpaper.
I love the lighting accent.
Thank you.
Well, whatever you did there, it looks amazing. And I think
Thank you.
what a great way to kind of create a beautiful entryway and mimic the modern coastal glam that we have here in South Florida.
Thank you.
So Sarah, we've got more to see. We are going to continue on through and check out how you wove in that bit of blue and the sand color to create one beautiful space. And we're going to do that when we come back. Coming up, we cook up ideas to create coastal-inspired meal prep and dining areas on SoFlo Home Project.
Hey, Mike Martinez from USA Windows and Doors. Have you ever wanted to change your sliding glass door to a French door? We're going to show you how we do it coming up next on SoFlo Home Project.
Welcome back to SoFlo Home Project. I'm Alena Capra, and we are continuing to tour this beautiful beachfront condo with interior designer Sarah Zohar from Sarah Z Designs. Sarah, so we are talking about the way that you bought in a bit of a coastal feel with kind of beachy glams. Adjacent to the living room, we find the kitchen and the dining areas. They've been clustered together to satisfy both small and large gatherings. For those glam touches, we have the beautiful blues and all of that coming together for a great palette.
First, with the glam, it was very important to kind of create that shimmer or shine or reflection. So we brought it in through the cabinets in the high lacquer gloss. And then it was very important for us to mimic kind of like the wave-like ocean, which we brought into the stone. So as you look at the stone, that white with the blue-like veining that mimics veins, and it was very important of the way we ran the design into the waterfalls and down from the backsplash.
It's such a pretty flow. We call it a waterfall, but it truly has a waterfall effect with the stone veining.
It's true.
It's great. And over here, they have a little touch of stainless and that accent of the polished stainless. So on this side of the kitchen, kind of bringing in more metals for the glam touch as well?
Yes, definitely. The hood was custom made, and we wanted to keep that glam feel with that stainless mirrored reflection.
All about that reflectivity.
Yes.
I think this looks great, but this is not the only eating area. We've got this great peninsula here, but there is a formal dining room on the other side.
Yes.
And we are going to share what you did there to continue the coastal glam. But before we do that, let's check in with Mike Martinez from USA Windows and Doors and see what great advice he has for us today.
Hey, Mike Martinez here from USA Windows and Doors. We're at a home in South Florida where the homeowner wanted to upgrade their home. We're going to focus on the back of their house though, because they're talking about changing their sliding glass door to a French door. So here we're in the back of the house, and as most houses in the back, we have a sliding glass door. This particular homeowner wanted to convert the sliding glass door because they wanted to open the space up more. Our doors are beautiful, they're safe. They'll protect you from theft, hurricane, anything that's thrown at them. But the problem with a sliding glass door is that it's limited to the space that you can walk through. As you can see, you're using half this opening. We're going to switch over to a beautiful French door here, and now the entire opening, when both doors are open, will give the ability to move some furniture in or do other things, maybe with a party, that are limited with a sliding glass door. I'm going to show you something that's a little disturbing, but I'm going to show you how easy it is with your existing sliding glass door to break into your house. And just like that, I've broken into your house and I've taken anything I want and gotten inside. So now we've got the door out, the sliders out. We're going to take the framing out completely. There's wood bucks behind this as well. We're going to take all that off and replace it 100%. We're going to make sure the concrete is level on the bottom before we put the new door in. And we're going to make sure this job is done properly. We use ceramic coated stainless steel screws. It's a much better system than any regular screw that goes into it. We take care of doing the job properly because we're the only company in South Florida that offers you a true 100% lifetime warranty. So the French door's in, the homeowner's happy. All the access they wanted on that back opening is now there. More importantly, the safety and security of getting rid of the sliding glass door where we can lift a panel and just break in, that's no longer an issue for them. So if you're ready to change your sliding doors to French doors, give us a call, 954-951-8740. Better yet, look us up on the web, usawindowsanddoors.com. Back to you, Alena.
Thanks, Mike. So Sarah, now on the other side of the beautiful kitchen is an equally beautiful dining space. We have a lot of great textures.
Yes, we do. So it was very important to kind of create that wave-like feel. You know how you have one wave up, one wave down?
Yes.
So I wanted to come up with that kind of idea into the wall. And we inverted the back walls and then we floated out the front walls, and we used two different textures.
So you kind of get this great like undulation on this wall.
Right.
And I love all of the texture and the highlight of the light.
It was also important for me to still flow that biophilic design, and I carried that through the pebble chandelier, and then incorporating again that touch of glam with the champagne bubble glass.
So adding that glam, like we talked about when we're talking about coastal design, Miami coastal has the glam.
Correct. And then here we still went with the high lacquered ceilings, and then I toned it down in kind of the fabrics.
We talked about subtle textures in the living room as well. Not heavy patterns, so is more of this coastal look kind of about textures?
Yes, so less patterns, like you said, but again, functionality. So leather, so you can wipe off the seats, and then just doing the dual fabrics. So the texture just softens up the hard finishes, because you have metal, you have stone in the tabletop. You have the wood or kind of like the grain in the wall coverings.
Yes.
You have the mirror. So when you have so many hard finishes, so you have to soften them up.
Absolutely. You shared with us so much great design inspiration, and to everyone at home, there's lots of great ways you could bring coastal glam in.
And it's, you know, it's fun. Just explore with it.
Absolutely. Now we got more to see. We're going to see how you brought that into the bedroom area as well, so stay with us. Coming up next, we show you how to add a little drama to a coastal style bedroom on SoFlo Home Project.
SoFlo Home Project is sponsored in part by Eldorado Furniture. Looking to refresh your home? Visit us online at eldoradofurniture.com or a showroom near you.
You've probably seen the Good Greek trucks on the road, and they are more than just the best looking trucks on the road. Good Greek has the largest fleet of any moving company, and these trucks are new when we first buy them and fully equipped with the latest technology. Having the largest fleet in the state, customers never have to experience the common excuse in the industry of our truck broke down or we're running late. We always have backup trucks, we have backup crews, we can always cover our jobs, and we're doing over 100 jobs a day at times. All of our trucks are brand new when we purchase them, and they come fully equipped with the latest in technology, including cameras, backup systems, and now we're going to also have driver assist in the latest trucks, which keeps the truck in lane and helps braking as it approaches another vehicle or object. So customers can be assured that their belongings are going to get there safely because we've done our due diligence in the hiring process with who we put behind the wheel, but we also give that driver all the advantages of the best equipment possible. We have a large enough fleet that we can actually specialize in not just residential moving, but also in commercial moving. We move a lot of businesses, quite often after hours, and quite often across country. Good Greek can help you whether it's a small move or a large move, local, long distance, residential or commercial, and we've got all the equipment that's necessary to handle any type of move, but just as important, perhaps more important, we've got the right people, properly trained, skilled, and professional.
Good Greek moving and storage, your superhero movers.
Welcome back to SoFlo Home Project. I'm Alena Capra, and we are continuing to tour this magnificent beachfront condo with interior designer Sarah Zohar from Sarah Z Designs. Sarah, so we have gotten to see the dining area, the kitchen, the entryway, and the family rooms, the main living spaces.
Right.
Now we're in more of the private quarters. The main suite is tucked away from the rest of the home. This cozy, elegant space is defined by its dramatic design elements. So should we talk a little bit about the palette and of course the textures?
Yes, of course. So I did keep it like the sand colors. We did pull in a little of the charcoal, but in back of you have this velvet Philip Jeffries sand color
so nice.
wallpaper. We covered the entire room with this. And we also made sure to kind of pull in the northeast, a little of the coziness with
Love
the
that.
fireplace. We floated out the wall. We used this rough cut marble.
This is
it's
great.
cubed, I didn't even like grout it. We just netted the back in like a charcoal color.
I think the fireplace element, in South Florida, of course we don't need ours for heat, maybe on that one specific cold night, but it's more about the ambiance, and the look of the linear electric fireplace to me is just so cool and modern. But then of course on this side, no different. The headboard wall has a really beautiful subtle texture too.
So the headboard, what we did was I found this beautiful fabric.
Love it.
And again, it mimics a little bit of the linear movement, and it adds, of course, to the texture, back to the textures, softening the room, the wall
Yes.
coverings, the headboard.
Just light and subtle textures.
Right, to kind of balance out the hard textures, which is the stone, the mirror, even the pendants have that glass
Yes.
and metal.
And you've even mixed the metals, which I also love.
I love mixing metals. So people ask me all the time, yeah, you're gonna mix chrome and brass? I'm like, just think of jewelry. Remember the tri-colored bangle area?
Yes,
Where
yes.
like people wore the silver, the white, and the gold, and that always carries me into, you know, like the fashion industry pulling into the interior.
Absolutely, they really resonate, I think,
Yes.
so well together.
Yes. And then the detail in the nightstands plays on the brass. So you have like a lot going on, but it's still very subdued and is tied in all together.
Definitely, and I love it. It kind of, this gives me that beach resort vibe. So we talk about coastal, almost like that beach living, a really fine resort. This gives you that relaxing touch with the kind of organic accents too, but the glam. So
Right.
it's like that perfect kind of mixture.
Yes, it just really worked nicely. They were very happy with the outcome. And then we kind of pulled in that chair behind you, which is
this
that
is
black and light gray fabric
great
to pull
stripe.
in the stone.
Nice. So sometimes it's that one piece that kind of ties it all together, that
Together.
accent piece.
Right.
So Sarah, the bedroom is beautiful, but we have an equally beautiful bathroom that we are going to explore as well.
Yes.
And we're going to do that when we come back. Next, see how organic finishes can make your bathroom feel like a retreat on SoFlo Home Project. Welcome back to SoFlo Home Project. I'm Alena Capra, and we are continuing our tour of this beautiful beachfront condo with Sarah Zohar of Sarah Z Designs. So Sarah, we just saw the main bedroom. And of course, every bedroom needs a beautiful bath. So this is a great bath with that coastal glam influence. What was sort of the inspiration of this space to kind of continue that vibe?
So being that we use the sand colors, we use mystery white here, which kind of flows the sand-like veins in the marble. We used it in the floor and in the countertops. We kept it very light because she loves a light bathroom and I love a light bathroom, so it was very easy. We were on the same page.
That's great. Looks, I mean, it has this beautiful fresh feel. Of course, there's a gorgeous view behind us.
Yes.
I mean, so
again, it's white, it's airy, it's open, and then you have the crystal and the gold, and then you have that gorgeous view of the exterior. I think it just worked so well. And then she did want a makeup table, so we kept it like airy, and we went with the acrylic and glass. And then again, the sand colors into the ottoman with matching like the brass bottom to pull in the lights.
I love that way everything kind of connects. Now, speaking of, we talked about gold, the ceiling.
The ceiling.
Ceiling detail. So wallpaper.
Wallpaper by LETs. It's a vinyl, so it works great in the bathroom. It just gives like that warmth in the ceiling.
Sometimes on the ceiling area, and when you have that sort of inset area or tray ceiling, not only adding lighting, but adding a wall covering, a texture, a pop of something different.
I love wall covering the ceilings. I love wall coverings, but like ceilings.
We've seen a lot of great looks.
Yeah.
When it comes to the ceiling, don't forget about that as an element of design.
Correct.
There's always more to design.
Yes, definitely.
So that's that fifth wall. It's the area that we want to continue or highlight and enhance.
100%.
So Sarah, this has been so much fun. I loved seeing the way you transformed this space to really feel like just a coastal retreat with these modern glam touches. It's been a lot of fun. Your client's home is gorgeous.
Thank you so much.
And now let's take a look at what design inspiration we have for you next week on SoFlo Home Project. We show you how to give new life to your spaces with floral arrangements. We'll have expert advice on how to freshen up your home decor with vibrant colors and fragrant aromas. And before we go, let's check in with Hunter Frankie, the host of SoFlo Health, and see what he's got going on tomorrow. Hunter, what's up?
Chest, back, biceps, triceps.
And shoulders.
And shoulders. Exactly.
Hey, Alena, tomorrow on SoFlo Health, personal trainer Morgan Shapiro shows us how to craft our very own upper body workout. Plus, new alternative therapies to help you stay out of pain, and it's all tomorrow at 12:30 p.m. right here on the one and only Local 10.
Thanks, Hunter. We will definitely be watching, and to our viewers, we thank you for joining us this week, and we hope to see you again next week for another all-new episode of SoFlo Home Project right here on Local 10. And remember, there's no place like SoFlo Home. If you missed any part of this episode, or if you're looking for more design inspiration, make sure to check out all episodes online at SoFloShows.com. And don't forget to follow us on social media on Facebook and Instagram.